And I want to talk about the 5 keys to success with social media marketing and getting results with your content and getting traction that works. I talk to a lot of people and I coach with a lot of people that are trying to get results, trying to get traction, trying to get things working for them on social media. And the clients that I coach, this is the biggest area of questions that they ask is, how do I start getting results with my content, with my marketing, with my advertising? And what I did was I actually worked through kind of a process here of 5 keys of success that you need to be successful, to gain traction, to get results, and to have guaranteed certain predictable results with social media marketing. But before I go into that, what I want to talk about is kind of the root of what causes people to not have these 5 keys. Oftentimes people are so worried about self-preservation. They're so worried about preserving how they look and not wasting time or money or looking bad or saying the wrong thing or setting a bad first impression or they hold up in their mind as like on a pedestal, not getting results, not gaining traction, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy for people. They're so worried about wasting their time, losing money, or not getting results, looking bad, or setting a bad impression, that they actually do exactly what will produce that as a result for them. Their effort to try to preserve themselves and avoid making mistakes, failing, produces absolute failure. And so these 5 keys to success with social media marketing are some things that you can remember that will help you to not do the wrong thing. And these are actually guaranteed ways for you to get results. Certainly to know that it will work for you. I know a lot of people, they're looking for a certain blueprint to know that it will work. And these 5 things are what determines success with social media. The first one is this: belief. You have to believe in yourself enough and believe in what you are offering out there and believe that the process of social media marketing will work for it to work for you. And so you have to ask yourself, do I believe in what I'm doing? If you don't, explore that. Explore why you don't. Believe in yourself enough that you know that what you're putting out there is going to help other people. If you don't have belief in yourself and what you are doing, it will come across in your content. It will come across in your advertising. It'll come across on your blog, on your marketing, all of it. You will literally ooze unbelief, and it will leak out onto people, and they will say, wow, he doesn't believe in what he's talking about. She doesn't believe in what she's talking about. Why should I believe in it either? And so without belief, you can almost guarantee that you won't have success with social media marketing. So that's the first one. The next one is confidence. But not just any old confidence. Confidence with uncertainty. Meaning you have absolute confidence in what you believe in the face of no guarantees, in the face of uncertainty, in the face of risking it all, in the face of the fact that you might look bad, that you might get judged by people, that you might get some haters, that you might get some negative comments. And the fact is that if we're trying to self-preserve ourselves so much to try to avoid getting those negative comments, it shows, again, a lack of belief and a lack of confidence. So we got to ask ourselves this, is why am I so afraid of how I look to other people or doing something that maybe I can't guarantee the result? Why is a guarantee so important to me? And many times this comes from judgments that we make on ourselves and other people, that when people have done something that maybe they wasn't certain or guaranteed, that we've judged them as being less than. And so we don't ever want to be judged or judge ourselves for that. And so we will never even start to take the steps forward to do what will help us in the face of uncertainty because we don't feel confident in that. The fact is that anything that you've been successful with in your life, your entire life, you stepped out and took a risk in the face of uncertainty and did something new that had no guarantees of result. And so until you can do that, until you step out and take a risk, until you do something in the face of uncertain results, you will not have success with social media marketing. You have to be willing to step out and take a risk in the face of absolute uncertainty. And the next one is this. The next key is grace. Give yourself grace to make mistakes. Don't beat yourself up when you do something wrong. When you get a negative comment, when you say the wrong thing on your content, when you put something out there and it gets no engagement. Because the thing is that your goal with social media marketing is a willingness to learn. And this ties into the confidence in the face of uncertainty, belief, and grace. You need to believe that the process is more important than guaranteed results. That learning is better than doing everything perfect. That growing and discovering what will happen when we step out and take a risk is better than being perfect, and giving yourself grace to fall flat on your face and pick yourself back up. You don't have to do everything perfect with social media marketing. And oftentimes this comes in from feeling like there's only one way to be successful with social media marketing. And we try to do that one way. And until we are certain what that one way is, we never do anything. So you have to give yourself grace to step out and actually maybe do the wrong thing every so often. Maybe make mistakes. And the next one is this, is that we believe that self-preservation is more important than doing anything. And the fact is that doing something is better than nothing. Something is better than nothing when it comes to social media marketing. Putting something out there, putting one piece of content, showing up every single day with consistency will gain traction. Showing up every single day, even in the face of negative comments or no engagement or no traction, because you believe that the process will work. I'm here to tell you this with absolute certainty, that if you show up every single day on social media and stay consistent with this process, that you will get traction, that it will start to work for you. The people that I know that have gotten results on social media and with marketing have had the belief and the certainty in the fact that there is no guarantees and that you have to just keep pressing forward, staying consistent and putting yourself out there, even in the face of nothing working for you. And staying consistent to that, showing up every single day like an athlete does, showing up at the gym, even though you don't see the six-pack. 6, 12, 18 months later, you will start to see the results and the traction because you're learning in the process and making learning more important than proving and validating to yourself and other people that you know what you're doing. That's why you need to do this. And these are the 5 keys to success with social media marketing. Until you get these 5 keys down, you will not get traction. You will not get results with social media marketing. And the last one is I'm going to circle this, be yourself. Don't try to be anybody else but you. Stop trying to compare yourself to somebody else. Stop trying to compare somebody else's last chapter to your first chapter. Stop trying to be a copy of somebody else that you're not. Stop trying to turn yourself into somebody that you're not to get results online. People can tell when people are inauthentic, when they're not being real, when they're not being themselves, when they're trying to be somebody that they're not. And so for you to get results, to gain traction, to have success with social media marketing, you have to believe in yourself, believe in the process, have confidence in the face of uncertainty, take a risk, step out, put yourself out there, even when you might get judged, commented against, or whatever comes. Give yourself grace to mess up, make mistakes, look bad, and not be worried and so focused on self-preservation. So focused on how can I appear to know what I'm talking about? How can I appear to have everything all together? Stop comparing yourself to people that you believe appear to have everything all together and making that your goal and believing that until I'm there, I can't have success online. Believe in the process. Something is better than nothing. Put something out there. Try something. Test things out. You will never have success with social media marketing until you start testing things, taking a risk, putting stuff out there, seeing what people respond to, building a conversation, getting the feedback from people, putting yourself out there to the point that you can absolutely fail and know what doesn't work. That's part of it. That's part of the process, is putting stuff out there and not knowing that it's going to get engagement, not knowing that it's what people want, not having any guarantees of any result. Something is better than nothing, because eventually the process will start to work out. You'll start to gain feedback from people and questions from people. And above all, be yourself. Stop trying to be a copy of anybody else. Stop trying to look like, walk like, talk like, act like other people that you see online and comparing where you are to where other people are and trying to get there ahead of time. You need to trust the process. And the process is these things. And until you start to do these things consistently every single day, you're not going to have success with social media marketing. I'm sorry, my friends, it's a guaranteed thing. Every single person that I know that has been successful with social media marketing has had these 5 things: belief in themselves, confidence in the face of uncertainty, confidence in the risk, confidence in stepping out, that's the only way that they would be successful, giving themselves grace to mess up and look stupid. That's a big one right there. Doing something better than nothing. Not letting doing nothing be an option for them. And above all else, being themselves, being authentic, not trying to be somebody that they weren't, not trying to be somebody else. Once you start to get these things down and start to ask yourself, okay, why don't I have belief in myself? Why am I so afraid of the unknown? Why can't I give myself grace to mess up and fail? Why do I think that it's safer to do nothing than something? And why am I trying to be a copy of somebody else? Start to ask yourself those questions. Really dig deep. It oftentimes has to do with some sort of a belief or experience, or because we're trying to avoid pain or punishment. We've had situations in the past, or maybe we've judged somebody else for what they did, and we don't ever want to maybe appear like somebody else. And so again, we're trying to not be ourselves. We don't even have trust or belief in ourselves. All of this ties together. Start to ask yourself, why don't I have these things? And as soon as you start to make peace with those areas, start to have belief in yourself, that confidence in risk, giving yourself grace, knowing that something is better than nothing, and being yourself, not trying to be a copy, being authentic, you're going to start to gain traction with social media marketing. You're going to start to have success with your video content, with your content. But the only way that you're going to do this is by stepping out and taking a risk. So what are you waiting for, my friends? What are you waiting for? There's only one person that can keep you from your goals. There is only one person that is keeping you from this, and that's you. It's not about trying to prove yourself that you have it all together. It's not about trying to validate that you are somebody. We're so often trying to compare ourselves to validate ourselves against other people, when the fact is we were never meant to. Be yourself, put your stuff out there, trust the process, put one foot in front of the other, and keep moving forward. And if you're somebody that wants to take this to the next level, go to my Instagram, instagram.com/Jeremy Crack. JEREMYKRAK. I'll leave a link in this. Leave hashtag grow your life in the comments on my Instagram, and I pick one winner every single week to hop on a 30-minute coaching call with me to talk about these areas. Or if you're ready to take your life and your business and your marketing to the next level, let's work together. I offer coaching. You can hop on a call for 30 minutes with me where we can talk about your goals to see what it takes for you to get to that next level. I work with people through this stuff. Listen, it's possible for you to get traction. It's possible for you to get results. It is absolutely possible for you to start to make money, sell products, get results, gain traction, and have success with social media marketing. But you have to be willing to believe in what you have to offer. Put yourself out there. Know that there is no guarantees. Give yourself grace to mess up. Do something and be yourself. That's how you're going to do it. I believe in you, and I know that you can do that. Every single person that I've worked with in the past and coached to be successful with social media marketing has gone through this. This is the journey, my friends. And I want to talk about some more of these topics. If you're watching this video, if maybe you're like one or two of these stands out to you that you're like, man, I really struggle with that one. Leave it in the comments below. I want to make some follow-up videos to this with you where I talk about and really kind of dive deep into some of these areas. So leave in the comments below, maybe what are those areas? What's that area for you that's stopping you from believing in yourself, taking a risk, giving yourself grace, or not, or even just doing something. This is a big one. People would rather do nothing because at least that's guaranteed than do something. Why are you trying to be a copy of somebody else? What's that area for you? All of us have those areas. Leave it in the comments below. Let's have a conversation. I'm going to make some follow-up videos to this. Grow your life, everybody, and we'll talk soon.